Good morning, my name is Jody and welcome to One Yard Wednesday. Good morning, everybody. I'm your host, Jody, and I'm here with my amazing producer, Michael. Say hello, Michael.
I'm just Michael today.
Oh,
sorry. Sorry to disappoint.
I was expecting something like magnificent.
Magnificent Mike, midweek Mike.
Oh, there you go. There you go. All of those things work. Well, we've all been kind of passing the germs around in this building, so I understand why the creative energy is squashed a little bit.
We're looking at patient zero, folks.
Yeah, it's real here. So anyways, you are watching One Yard Wednesday, where we bring you fabulous fabric for a great price. So watch the show, because none of the fabric will actually be on the website until after we're done. So you don't have to rush off and try to get in on it, because today, you guys, we've got some awesome fabric. I'm so excited. I'm also throwing an audible in because, Michael, did you know that this is the last One Yard Wednesday show of the year? Did I not tell you that?
I had heard rumblings.
Yeah. So because of that, you guys, I am giving away 2 charm packs. I love that I can just throw some stuff in there for you guys. So we will be picking 2 random winners at the end of the show. So you have to be present. No, I guess you don't have to be present to win, but you need to be on the show to know at the end. I've got a Moda Ruby Star Society Washi Plus, which is super cute. I don't know if you can show the overhead so they know what they're getting. How fun. I just love how crisp this camera is right now. Thank you, Mr. HP. And then we have an Andover fairy rings. So I'm just gonna, hopefully you can see, look how cute that is. So those are gonna be giving away at the end of the show. But let's talk about our quilts on set, because if you see them, which you can see behind me is a Pippa, out of Stripology Quickies. I am putting up all bright, colorful quilts. So that might give you a hint as to what we have to show you today.
Maybe.
Michael, what do you have behind you?
Behind me, I've got Felicity.
I love this quilt. I actually have half of a quilt cut out of this, and I screwed up, so I think I'm going to have to chuck it and start over.
Or you can just finish it and give it to me. Okay. I'll take it.
We'll see. Anyways, Felicity is a new pattern that we released actually this year. It was the Retreat quilt. So if you're interested in that one, it's a single pattern. You can purchase that online. But before we do, I have a question of the day. Did you guys see the Northern Lights last night?
Wait, is that your official question of the day?
No.
Okay.
No, there'll be multiple questions today. But I mean, like, I've only seen the Northern Lights one time. It was up north, and it wasn't all that spectacular. This was amazing. Like, my heart was so full after going outside and seeing the beauty of what we live in.
Yeah. Could you see it with the naked eye?
Yes. The first time I did not see it unless I put my phone up. But this time, I don't know if it gets more vibrant as it gets darker outside. I think it was about 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock when I went outside. And as it just, I felt like it was just like the sky was just glowing. It was so beautiful. Anyways, this is one of the photos that I took of multiples.
We'll show it again.
I live kind of in, I guess I live in the city.
Yeah.
I'm on the outskirts, so typically Northern Lights aren't really that great in my area, but oh, it was so great, Michael.
We see them,
so happy.
Growing up, we would see them all the time up north.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know, it's crazy coming down here, and like people get so excited.
I know, because we don't get to see them very often.
And I'm just like, oh yeah, it's the Northern Lights.
I have a friend that I met through a retreat, and she sent a text saying she's in St. Louis. She wasn't able to see them because of all the like light pollution. So it's just interesting to see what people say. And then actually exactly a month ago, my youngest son got married, and my daughter-in-law sent me this photo. This is my beautiful family.
So cute.
I just love this photo so much.
I love the setting too, with the little lights hanging up and the little house in the background. It's very cute.
So my daughter-in-law's mom lives on a farm, and she got married out there, and it was just so beautiful. So I wanted to share something that was just is very dear to me right now.
I love the dress too.
My daughter-in-law is like, has her own taste. She actually says she's allergic to color.
I feel that.
But she's a nail tech, so tell me how that works. But everything was very neutral, and that dress was just so fitting to her personality. So it was really fun. So, Michael, I think you have something to share with our audience today.
Oh, yeah, I did. But first, you're just getting some congratulations on your lovely family.
Oh, thank you, Sharon.
Here, we'll bring it over to me.
Yeah.
I had to talk to you all, folks, about something I did, and I got it done. Well, I got it done like the day before Halloween, and it is my.
I think this turned out so beautiful.
Pumpkin licorice holly quilt.
I love it.
Yes,
You should be very proud.
The video class was amazing.
I know, right?
I cannot stress enough. Even if you, like, I know how to do half square triangles. Like, I know how to do quarter square triangles. But the thing about the video classes is you are getting just these little tiny tidbits of information that you would never think of. And I genuinely think it helped this come together so nice.
I cannot agree with you more about the video classes.
Let's go back to you.
I've done several of them because you forget. I forget. I'm sorry. I'm at an age where I just don't retain information. And you're right. It's those little tiny things that you don't think about that she throws in there, and you're like, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I get it now. So great job. It looks beautiful.
Thank you. I surprised myself.
Yes. But we do have a question today. Sorry, we went off the rails a little bit there. So let's see our question for today. Okay, so our question today is going to segue into some information we're going to talk about, but who has signed up for the GE virtual 3-day retreat?
Have you? Yes.
I was able to do a little bit of it last year, and it was quite amazing. And I'm a little bit more introverted, so to do that is a little more comfortable for me than being in a room full of people. But yeah, you could also sit back and watch. But most people are so gracious and so welcoming that you feel like you have to become part of that group. So if you have not signed up for this 3-day retreat, I'm going to show you why you should. So let's go ahead and talk about that, because Gudrun released it yesterday.
I'm so excited about it.
It's so cool.
It's so cool.
All the things that we're doing is so great. Of course, we can't tell you everything, but what I can tell you, let's start. So let's go ahead and show you the dates. So there are 2 sessions for next year. The first session is March 6th through March 8th. And the second session is March 11th through March 13th, which my birthday is on March 15th.
Oh, okay.
Last year it fell on my birthday.
Aw.
So that was fun. And then the other most important part about this retreat is, what are you going to be making? So let's see the first quilt. This one's called Hera, and it's made in Nature Study Warm. This turned out amazing. I'm super pumped about this quilt.
I love it.
And the next one is Rita, and it's a strip quilt. How fun is that?
As soon as I saw this, I have this bundle. I have Nature Study, and it had been sitting in my room, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. As soon as I saw this, I was like, that is what I'm doing with it.
I'm going to do it too, because I love everything about this.
It's so cool.
So I want to touch base on a couple things, because we go through this every year. So to make your life and our life a little bit easier here, when you're ordering, I want you to make sure that you're picking the correct one. So you're either going to be domestic, which is US, right? Or international, which is international. So being sure you pick the right one is important. So Michael's going to put up this. So you'll see this when you go to the website. We have a domestic and we have an international. So if you're in the US, be sure you're picking the domestic. And if you're in the outside of the US, you're going to pick international. the other part that's going to happen once you make this selection is you're going to see this. And it's session 1 or session 2. So be sure that when you're picking this, you're picking the correct session. It's very difficult when we get multiple emails about switching sessions, so please try to pick the correct session so that we don't have to try to track people down and make changes. So if you pick session 1, which is March 6th through March 8th, let's say that's the one you're picking, you're going to get to the next screen, which is where you're going to pick your bundle. There are, I think if I remember right, 13 different bundles. And if you see, you're going to see one when you open this screen, and that's watermarked. If you go down below the price, you'll see there's a drop-down box. That is going to allow you to pick any of the other ones. And if you see under the photo, if you click on any of those photos, it's going to give you a picture of that bundle. So just take a few minutes to browse through those pictures to kind of see what each one of those bundles look like. And then when you're ready to make your selection, you can go over to the drop-down box and then pick your selection. So this is just to make life easier for you. You know you're getting the correct stuff, and our customer service isn't overwhelmed with emails and phone messages about switching and all those things. But if you do have a problem, please email help@gequiltdesigns.com. I always do that. I don't know why.
So real quick, we had a couple of points get brought up that I thought we should talk about.
Sure.
Some people had mentioned the price point
Yeah.
of the 3-day retreat.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously that's not approachable for every single person.
Mm-hmm.
And if that is a situation you find yourself in, here, let me put myself on screen here.
Mm-hmm.
If that is a situation you find yourself in, we have the 1-day retreat
Absolutely.
as an option.
Right.
It's a great way not only to get your feet wet if you're new to the whole digital retreat space, but it is also a way to not have to spend that like a full retreat amount of money to get that same experience.
Absolutely.
So if you're on the fence, 1-day retreat works just as well.
And they had just as much fun.
Oh yeah.
It was amazing. Also, you know, some people might not have the energy for doing 3 whole days of retreating, and 1 day is another option. But I do want to make a point about the price point. Number 1, you're getting 2 quilts, fabric for 2 quilts. Not to mention there are a ton of things going in that box for you guys, not just the fabric. So you are getting a ton for that price. So I just didn't want you to think that that's the only thing that's going in there is the fabric.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot of,
no,
lot
we
of
hook you up.
things. Yeah, you get treated very well. So a great point on that price point.
Second point was some people want to do the retreat, but are nervous about the timing if they can't be there the whole day.
It's okay.
Yeah, why is that okay? Tell them.
Because the actual virtual part of the retreat, I think, opens at like 8 a.m. And then you will have a schedule for when Gudrun is going to actually show. But after that, you will, I think maybe she even puts it in, no, after that day, you will get the actual video in your account. Mm-hmm. So you'll be able to rewatch it. But it doesn't close until like 10 p.m. So you can come and go and you can watch the videos. You'll have each one of the instructional videos will go in your account once she actually shows it. You will not miss anything, you guys. So if you have something going on the 3rd day at noon, go do it and come back and join people. And then you have something to share with your group when you're out there. But that is not...
Something to brag about?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't let that be a barrier for you to sign up for it.
Perfect.
Did I miss anything?
No, that was it.
Okay. So if you have questions while we're kind of going through our spiel, put it in the comment box so that we can hopefully address any of that. And let's get to the fun part, which is showing our fabric. So today, when I saw this fabric line, I was like, yes, we need to have this fabric. And I picked it to be on our last show of the year because it's so much fun.
Sorry, real quick. We have people asking, why is this our last show?
You know, this is a really busy time for us, and we are going to be having all kinds of sales coming up with Black Friday and Christmas. So we really wanted you guys to not be overwhelmed by us.
Yeah, ample time.
Yeah, basically that's why. Not be overwhelmed. And not to mention, we as in Michael and I have other obligations that get super busy at this time. So we're just taking a little break so we can make sure that your experience is 100% instead of seeing our faces and talking to everybody.
Exactly.
So that's why. Okay, we are doing Sequin from Anodver Fabrics. So what we did with this is I broke it up into 2 half-yard bundles because I went crazy and bought a lot of fabric, and I wanted you to be able to get it. So we have 2 half-yard bundles, and then I have some 1 yards that are not included in the bundles, and I'll point those out as we go. So I broke it up into light and dark. So we're going to do the dark version first. So let me just show you what this is. It's a great basic. It's got kind of this little floral, like this little tiny flower dot in there. It's very irregular, and of course, if you can tell by the fabric we have, or the quilts on set, it's all bright and fun and cheerful. So this one is kind of like a yellow orange, and then we have an orange. So I call this dark because it has a little bit, it's not like a pastel, it's more of a rainbow color. And then we have our hot pink, which we gotta have that. And this looks so pretty. Whoops, I need to flip this over. And we have a lighter pink. This one actually leans a little more purple. You can kind of tell it's got like a pinkish purple to it. And then we have kind of our purple magenta, so deeper color. We have green, so what do they call, like a Kelly green or a emerald green? It's so pretty. I'm not a big green. Green and red are not my colors, but I love this green. Then we have kind of a light green. And this beautiful blue. Look how, I love it. See, like this just makes me so happy seeing this. We have a teal or aqua color. And we have a purple. So this one I feel is more of a purple, where this one is more of like a pinkish, leans more of a pinkish color.
Would you call that aubergine?
Oh, geez, aubergine.
I think it's French for eggplant.
Oh, see, I don't know
just say
French.
eggplant.
Okay, so this is the first. Let me fix this so you can really see the bundle, because I forgot that these are our 10-piece bundle, I think. Yes, the colors are amazing. I love how bright and fun and happy they are. So let's see, 2, 4, yeah, 10-piece bundle. They're both 10-piece bundles. Of course, I forget. So that is the dark in the sequin. And then I picked out a like pastel version of this. They are very happy. So I'm just gonna, so here's our yellow. Same print. And then this one is like a yellow green. What would you call this? Like a chartreuse?
I'm done speaking French too.
Oh.
It's not landing.
Is that French, chartreuse?
It sounds French.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay? I thought that was what you just laid down as more chartreuse.
Okay, maybe this is like, you know how on the crayon box they always say yellow, green, green, yellow?
Yeah.
This is yellow, green to me.
Don't ask me about colors. I green and brown are mine. So.
This is more of a mint green. I love this color. You don't see this one very often. I think it's because it's a not, if you don't get it right, it's not great. But look at this beautiful, like powdery blue, a little bit of an aqua.
That is so eye-catching.
I know. And you can see how this is the light version or the pastel version of it. Here is like, if I would call a flamingo or a coral color. And then we have this like lavender. And then a light purple. And then we're just getting a little bit darker on the purple end. Of course, this purple makes me so happy. And then this one is more of a darker like version of the blue. Look how pretty that is. I know are they ombre? They are not ombre. These are solid all the way through. I can just show you. But because of how we've bundled these up, it kind of gives you, you can actually do an ombre with this depending on the quilt you're using. But I wanted to pull out our pull. So what I wanted to do was provide you with some of the fabric that is on sale currently and some that are not. So I'm going to show you first the 1 yard set are with the actual fabric line that you will not get in the bundle. So these ones are 1 yards that didn't quite fit in with our bundle and how that color scheme worked, but we wanted you to have that option. So here we have a green. It's a little bit, you can see how this is just a slightly different color green, a darker green. And then we have the pink. We have a dark purple. And we have kind of this gray, periwinkle, grayish purple color, so you could kind of see where it fits in there. And then we have this aqua color, which kind of fits in between here. So these are the 1 yards that go with the line. We'll go back through these and I'll put them all out so you could kind of see together at the end. But here are the 1 yards that go with the line that are not included in the bundle. So if you get a bundle, these won't be in there, okay? Then I picked out some supporting fabrics that I thought would go with. And so I picked this one because I thought, oh gosh, look how awesome these go with this. This is actually a sale fabric. They look like tissue paper. That's a cute way to say it. This is one of the fabrics that I picked out that would be on discount with this. I also thought this one would go really well with a lot of the fabrics that we have in here. This is also on sale. And then I picked out this. And the reason I picked this out because I really wanted you to have a hero print. This is part of our bundle club. So this is a 1 yard. And I think this would be beautiful with any one of these. You can separate these out. You could buy both bundles and put them all in a quilt.
Jody, can you describe the concept of a hero print?
Oh yeah, hero print. So when I first started sewing, that's sort of how until I learned color, that's how I picked color. So I would pick a print that kind of stands out. It's kind of the hero of all of the fabrics that you have. And then you use that as your way of picking color to go with it. So you have supporting fabrics that work with this main print that you're going to be using in there. You
got your hero and your sidekicks.
Exactly.
Nice. That is a good hero print too.
It is a great hero
Especially
print.
when you opened it up.
I know.
Saw what you were talking about.
It's very fun. And then we have Dreams Bright Green. That is also a discounted fabric. Would go so well with this. Of course, I had to pull out a surface design because that just is one of my favorite basics that we have. This is in Sunlight. So I tried to give you a little, every color in some version. We have to have Heima. And I thought this one would go really well with some of these darker versions of it. So we put Heima Knit Dandelion in there. We have Color Wash Scratch Orange. So we're picking on every color that we have. This one also is on a discount. And then I had to give you a background options and some like either borders or contrast. So I thought this Hush Hush Sugar Rush, which by the way, let me just pull this out because I love everything about this. Look at what's on this. Oh, can you see it? There we go. They're gummy bears, you guys. You see that? How adorable is that? This would make an amazing background for our light version. And then I thought that this one, Hush Hush Little Ladies, would be awesome as a background in the dark version. Look at the little ladybugs. Aren't those so cute? Oh, I love that. So fun.
These are great.
And then we have to have a darker either background or something to do accent in. I don't know why I just pulled that off. So I have Heima Lichen Basalt. So this is a light gray that you could use as a background or accent if you're looking for more of a lighter version. And I wanted a black, so something that would you could use. So glaze ink that would just make all of those bright colors just pop up. And then I have to have a stripe so we could do some binding. And I thought this Be Colorful Black Rainbow would be awesome on there. So we have the Be Colorful Black Rainbow. So that is my offering for the fabric. So let's chat about what you can do with these. So of course we have what's on set. So Pippa, which is behind me, would be amazing if you bought both bundles, and then you could use all of it, or you could go a light version or a dark version. You want to put up Pippa for me?
Sorry, I'm multitasking. Okay.
Can you show the back screen, the Pippa?
Oh, yep, sorry.
There I am. So here, here's Pippa. As you can see, I picked all of these really bright fabrics. And either one, you could go one or the other, or you can combine them, and this would make an awesome quilt. And then behind Michael, I thought the black glaze ink with these really bright colors would be so fun in this Felicity. Wouldn't you? I might have to do that.
Yeah, I think it would pop. I look behind me like
I know.
I think it would pop. Great idea.
So awesome. So then we have Camilla, which is out of our Stripology Mixology 1 book. I mean, come on, how awesome would this one be in all these really fun, bright colors?
It's also nice to see, like, the ones you're talking about already have bright prints in them, so it makes it easier for that
to
jump.
Visualize
yeah,
it.
Exactly.
Yep. And then this is kind of my secret favorite. I've never done this one, but Rainbow Ruth. It's a stunning quilt. It is a great way to use up scraps, or not, buy some bundles to do. But look at how stunning that is. You could easily do an ombre with this and create this really fun look. And then I picked Dina in the Deco Glow. Again, another option. You could use the accent. So you could do a light accent or a dark accent, depending on which way you're feeling on that one. And then we have Fresh Cut. And this one is a quilt as you go. Again, another option for you. I love this one because I picked out a stripe binding, and the stripe binding is on the diagonal or on the bias, so you don't have to worry about it being straight. But another really great fast project you could do with these beautiful bright colors. And the last thing I want to talk about is the Braid Runner Midi that I made out of Heima. Now, for this one, I totally see all of these fabrics being used in here, and you could actually use one of those accents, like the darker accent or the lighter accent in the center, and then radiate out. But I wanted to give you what I used in this one. This is absolutely my favorite one I've made so far. And so I kind of wanted to walk through quickly. These are not on sale, you guys. I'm just showing you what I used in case you're wondering what I used. So starting from here, I used the Heima Lichen Summer Sunset. These printed battings would be great for really fast projects for Christmas. This one right here, which is also on this side, is Heima Knit Campion. We've got the purple, which is the knit print, and this is Crowberry. And then the blue is Heima Pebbles Night Sky. And then Heima Glacier Water. I love this one. It's just so pretty. And we have Lichen Aurora. And then the center, which is also the accent here, and the binding is the obsidian in the lichen, and then I also use the crowberry in the border. So you could switch up that however you are feeling in that. Okay. Michael, I know you're working hard.
Trying to.
But I want to see first if there's any questions, and then I'm actually going to go through the fabric one more time for them.
Regarding the fabric,
yeah,
I don't think there's that many questions.
Okay.
They're just talking about how awesome the colors are for this poll.
I know, isn't
and
it awesome?
I have to agree with them.
Okay, so I'm going to do this differently so that you can see them all together. Should have done this in the first place. So let's go through this. I'm going to start from the beginning here. So these are 2 different bundles, 10-piece half-yard bundles, but I'm going to show them all together so you can kind of see them in its glory. So we've got the yellow orange, we've got the orange, we got the pink, a light pink. This is more geared like a purplish or like a magenta purple pink. We have our dark purple. We have our teal or aqua. We have blue, excuse me, green, our Kelly green, or leprechaun green, or however you want to say that. It is amazing how many different names they come up with for colors. Our light green. And then we have this beautiful powder blue and a light purple. We went even lighter with this purple, so more of like a lavender or lilac color. We have this coral, or I would call flamingo. We have a light pink, which is more of a, it's like a light pink purple. We have a light blue aqua. This mint green. Chartreuse green, I think.
Someone will tell us if we're wrong.
And then we have like this green, yellow green, so the yellow is more prominent. And then we have this, what I would call like a buttery yellow. And that is all of the fabrics together. So we have a light version in a 10-piece bundle and a dark version in a 10-piece bundle. And that is Sequin by Anodver Fabrics. But I also forgot to show you. So these are done in 1 yards, but they are not included in your bundle. So I just want that to be clear. We've got a purple, we've got an aqua. Let me find my fabric. We've got a light pink. We also have this darker green color. And we have what we would call like a heather purple or a like gray purple color. Okay. Let's talk about our winners.
Wait, can I throw in one that I think would look good in there too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me just make sure we have it in stock before I start talking about it. Yes. Lineage Offline Nancy. Honestly, a lot of the Lineage line,
well,
I think would go
and
well
Camilla,
with it.
that's what I used in the background on that one project. Okay. So it would be awesome with any of these fabrics.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a great call, Michael.
Thank you.
Okay, so I told you at the beginning of the show, because this is the last show of the year, I decided to pull winners. So Michael gets the pleasure of saying who those random winners are.
I was going to say you get the pleasure of it. Okay, so first one is going to Cheryl Baird.
Oh, Cheryl.
Congrats, okay. Cheryl.
You are winning one of these charm packs. I'm not telling you which one because it's not my decision.
And then next is Raina and Jody. You're always so good at pronouncing last names. Oh my God,
you did that on purpose. Hers, I have no idea.
Herkowitz.
Herkowitz?
Let's say that.
Sorry, Raina.
Congrats, Raina.
We love you. We just can't pronounce your last name. So you will be getting one of these 2 charm packs in the mail from us. So thank you for watching us. What's on deck for the week? We have Happy Friday on the 14th with Gudrun and Mr. HP. There's always something fun and exciting when
those 2 are always up to something.
Yeah. I think Color Club reveal is on Friday, so we'll see.
Oh, okay.
It'll be fun to see that. And then back here again on Tipsy Tuesday, November 18th with Gudrun and Mr. HP.
Awesome.
Anything else?
I think the only other thing I want to call out is just a reminder that this is our last show before we go on break for a little while. So if you haven't purchased, if you're kind of I'm like this, where I'm like, I'll wait until next week to see what's coming up. There's not going to be a next week for One Yard Wednesday for a little while.
That's
so
right.
I would say get it now. If you liked any of these fabrics, go for it.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
And I also want to say thank you guys. I've never, this is my first foray in doing a live show, and you guys have been so gracious and kind, and I want to say happy holidays, happy new year, and we always have something up our sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
So you never know what's going to happen after the new year.
And so I think to end it all, I'll end it with a comment.
Okay.
Herkowitz.
Herkowitz! Rena, that was so much easier than what we were trying to do.
I know. I was putting way too much spice on
I know.
Sorry.
Well, congratulations, Rena. And you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your year.